Lord. But see, with some of us, God got to wrestle with us. Look at somebody say, it's just easier to bless some folks. God has to spend all his time telling us to forgive somebody who offended us. God has to spend all his time telling us to walk in love. God has to spend all his time telling us to love our neighbor as ourselves. God has to spend all his time telling us how to have a relationship with each other. God has to spend all of his time telling us to walk by faith and not by sight. God has to spend all of his time telling us to keep his commandments, come out of adultery, come out of fornication, come out of sin. Stop running around with folk you ain't got no business running around with. God has to spend all of his time chastising us and trying to goad us into doing what's right. And so there's no time left for him to bless us. Because obedience precedes the blessing. So if God got to spend so much time upholding you and strengthening you and getting you up and picking you up and dealing with your attitude and dealing with your problems and dealing with your issues, there's no time left for your blessing. She said, it's just easier. It's just easier. And unfortunately, we can be saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost and not receive the blessing of God because we don't make it easy for God. We make it a challenge for God. We make it difficult for God. We make God frustrated. We make God have to take a break and go on vacation.